That's that.
Oh, the rate of unemployment in this country is becoming something else.
Abi?
Remember recently, Buhari, how do you call it? Boo Boo. Came on air and was like, uh, there's no vacancy in this country in anywhere. You may graduate from any university, good university, and come out and you never have a job. He said never. That is to say, you may graduate with first class from university, come out without having a job in this country. So I don't know how this sound and what you look at this situation.
Well, I'll be very honest with you actually. In my opinion,
Mm.
I think that video came out 2 or 3 years ago, right? That was
Yeah.
when the president actually said that.
Okay.
Now, in my opinion, that was a good thing in disguise. You know,
How can you
in
say
my opinion,
how can you
in my
say it's a
very
good thing
in
in
my
this
very
guy?
opinion, I'm not trying to make a political
Okay,
statement.
okay. Of course,
Uh,
you're not a politician, so
yeah, I've said that over and over again, right? I'm not trying to make a political statement, but
okay.
there's this thing they say in my place. My place, they say, "Irekweni si ekpani, meka mikel."
What does it mean?
What that means is, if gun decides to play pranks, it helps the gunpowder. You see, the purpose of gunpowder, the aim, the mission, everything gunpowder was created for is to fire, explode,
Yes,
make
yes.
noise.
Millions.
You understand? That's the purpose of gunpowder. But then you carry it and put inside gun and keep it around. It's always walking around, waiting for when it will fire. And that if you're walking around with gun and you mistakenly drop the gun and the gun fires, something bad has happened. That gun may kill somebody.
Okay.
It may destroy something. Somebody is upstairs, might even shoot that person and kill, or cut off your ear, or shoot your eye
Mm.
if you're lucky, or even shoot your leg, say cut off your finger if you're lucky,
Okay.
or it will kill you. You who
Mhm.
is carrying it. But then in my place, they say that if that gun decides to play that prank
Yes.
mistakenly, it helps the gunpowder, it liberates the gunpowder, it allows the gunpowder to fulfill purpose.
Good.
Yes. Do you understand me?
Okay.
Now, the statement the president made, I like it for two reasons. Number one, he was being honest.
Sincerity.
However you see it, he was being honest. He was just being honest. Okay, I'm not supporting him or anything, but
Okay.
I like the fact that he was being honest. He was saying the raw truth. And what happens when you get the raw truth? You get the raw truth. It helps you improve yourself. And that reminds me, everybody who is listening to us right now, if there's something you think we are not doing rightly, drop a comment on the comment section. We're trying to improve ourselves. All right. Now, the president was being honest, and because he was being honest, for
Mhm.
me,
Mm.
that prank he played has played a very good role in our lives. All right, in the lives of not just Nigerians, Africans as a whole. Because see what happened after that statement. Excuse me. After that statement was made, is that companies, especially software companies,
Yeah.
in Germany, in USA, in Europe, in Australia, all these companies now understood that people with degrees in Nigeria and Africa, they don't get
Our
jobs.
job.
And so they started
Leveraging on.
exactly. And there are so much jobs outside there, and it's cheaper for guys in Nigeria and Africa to even do those jobs. I don't know if you understand me.
Mhm.
So most of the software engineers that have 5 to 10 years experience immediately had to start resigning from the roles they were occupying in Nigeria and started working remotely, started working for these guys outside the country, which was far better pay for them in the first place. And that has created a space for us.
So now, are you trying to say uh, there's no job? Are you agreeing to Buhari that there's no job in this country?
Well, I don't care if there are jobs in this country or not. What I'm saying is that the statement he made, first of all, he was honest. He's the president of Nigeria.
Why do you think he was honest?
Of course, he was honest. From his point of view,
Okay.
he was saying it from where he was seeing things from. And I believe he was honest. Of course, check out there. How many people actually have jobs? How many people have degrees and have jobs? Look at it. Think about it. How many people? Do you have a government job?
Yeah.
No. Now the issue is that the country was relying completely on the government to do everything for
Yes.
us. And I think
That's
it's
right.
time we as as individuals, I'm not talking about Nigeria, only as individuals, start thinking outside the box. This thing I'm trying to tell you, that's created a lot of space, all right? And that's part of the space where
You mean the speech? That
yes,
statement.
yes, it was like a wave. I tell you, it's like gun that decided to play prank. What the president said is a gun that actually decided to play prank because it has liberated a lot of things. Now check this out, all right? Now say that there were 5 software companies in Nigeria, all right, and those software companies had say 100 software engineers,
Yes.
meaning that each of them was holding like 20 software engineers. What that statement did, the impact it brought is that um, the attention from outside the country, and trust me, those people outside there pay engineers better than what the local market was paying.
Yes.
Now they start putting attention on the engineers in Nigeria, in Africa as a whole, and they start hiring them. So I'm saying that right now, those 100 engineers that were working for 5 companies
Local
before,
companies.
yeah, they let's assume that more than 70% are already working remotely,
Okay.
which means that the local companies in Nigeria that were hiring these engineers
Mhm.
now have a vacancy of 70. I don't even understand what
Yeah, I'm
I'm
getting
saying.
your point.
Now, this vacancy of it does not change the fact that you as an upcoming engineer you can still get those remote jobs because the attention is really high. Do you understand me? Now, first of all, locally you have a plus or minus 70% space to fill,
Okay. Yes.
and there are no engineers to fill.
Okay.
Yeah, there's this statement one of my bosses in the office made last week, engineer Kingsley. I'm sure he's watching us right now. He said that a rusted iron looked up to the sun and told the sun, "Glitter me, shine on me and glitter me." And the sun just looked down on the iron because it's a rusted iron and told the iron that the only way I can glitter you is for you to polish
Polish
yourself.
yourself.
Until you're able to polish yourself, even though I'm trying to shine, you will not get that glitter. And that's why we've created what we are trying to create right now. Because there's a space that needs to be filled. And there are no people to fill that space. Even the Bible said it that I don't know how Bible talk that thing, but again Bible talk and say he said the harvest is much, but the laborers are few. That's what is happening right now. And so if somebody out there, if somebody who is already in this community can put mind into what we are trying to do right now, there's a big market to fill. I was talking with 2 of my friends sometime last week, and they are telling me that if we can do what we are trying to do, that they will be able to accommodate. One of them said they will be able to accommodate about 15 to 20.
Hmm.
Exactly.
Engage.
Exactly.
Engage.
Yes. Here in Nigeria,
Yes.
and where I'm currently working, I told you I had this incident last week where one of my friends was always coming around to check on me, and they had to ask me whether that my friend was an engineer, and I told him yes, he is an engineer, and they said, why don't you bring him around so that we can hire him? And the answer to that question is he is already engaged.
Engaged.
He's engaged with a lot of other things, so there's no way. And the place I'm working right now, they are also looking for engineers, but there are no engineers. That's why we're trying to fill in this space right now.
Are you saying the Buhari speech has created done more good than harm?
You see,
Or no, we are trying to analyze Buhari speech now. How can the whole president of the country at that stage, at his level, having been one time this, one time that in this country, coming to tell us there is no job in Nigeria? So what is your function there as a president?
well, like I told you before, you're asking me a very technical question, and I'm going to try to avoid it in the best way I can. Now, I don't want to come here and say that what the president said was either good or bad. I'm not a politician. If I say it was good, I'm sure that there are niggas outside there who will stone me.
Of course, of course, of course.
So I'll be very careful. I'm not a politician. And if I say it's bad, maybe the president might decide to harass me. I'm not Nelson Mandela. I don't want to stay in prison, all right?
Okay.
But the point is, he made that statement for whatever reason he made it. I'm saying it's a prank, all right? I'm using it. I'm trying to explain it to you the way they say it in my place. If he probably felt when he made that statement, of course, even his own advisors told him that he made a wrong statement, that he shouldn't have said that, all right? But the point is that whatever reason that made him make that statement, I like it because of two reasons. First of all, he was being honest, and I like it when somebody is honest. The second thing is that here is the impact of what that statement is making. Now, he probably did not think of it when he made that statement. He did not know that this is the effect it will have. He probably didn't, but this is the effect it's having. The prank he decided to play, or the mistake he probably made, is having, I would say, a positive impact right now, because the purpose of us being alive is to create impact, all right? And he's giving us that opportunity to be able to create that impact. So, I don't want to say it's either good or bad, sir. You will never get that one from me.
Now, you are talking about software opportunities, software engineers, developers, programmers needed everyone in this. Now, there are so many careers. There are so many careers out there. It's not only being a developer that you can get job. Now, you are saying that you are taking the advantage of that speech as a developer. Now, what about other sectors, other areas of this life? You know, people get from geography, economics, social work, probably health, medicine and surgery. How much are they paying? Even those who are lecturing, how much is their pay? A GA, graduate assistant, collecting per annum 1.2 million naira per annum as GA university, federal university. Now that is approximately, let's say, that is 120,000 naira, or yes, 120,000 naira a month. Now, what can you say? Now, if the lecturing sector is filled up, let's say lecturing is education, I think that is a small way guys are making some earnings now. Now we have the banking sectors, the economic sector, and so many other sectors that people are looking for opportunities. Now, I would not like I may not like to program. You know how the screen of that program used to be. That the screen.
Yeah, there's always bugs.
Bugs, when you're hearing bugs, when you're hearing, each time I look at the screen when somebody is coding,
it gives you heebie-jeebies.
There's a message that enter my head.
Yeah.
So if I don't want to do programming, if I don't want to code, I don't want to be a software engineer, which other means can I survive in this country? When the president is saying there's no job, I used to say I'm going to just be like this, or okay, I should go and be an entrepreneur, create business.
No. Sorry, let me continue. I'm sorry. I think I get your question, so let me just answer it from my point of view right now. Right. So here's the truth about life right now. Mother Nature is, I don't want to call her a bitch, all right? But she's quite annoying sometimes. From the beginning of time, if you've read history, you see she doesn't care about the weak.
Okay.
Are you hearing? Mother Nature does not care about the weak. It has always been survival of the fittest. From the beginning of time, it has always been that the best man wins in anything, as long as she's concerned. The person who is more prepared, who has more weapons, is always the one that wins anything. That's what Mother Nature does, all right?
Okay.
About how beautiful you are. Mother Nature does not care about how the sentiment in your head, or your village people. She does not care about all those things. All she cares about is that, okay, in this particular situation, this is the best man, and that best man wins. the current era we are in is the tech era. All right.
Okay.
Now, you studied education, you studied medicine and surgery,
Mm.
you studied accounting.
Mm.
What you should be thinking of right now is how do you make the computer solve this problem for you? What is coming? It's just that simple. The reason why in the
You say
1800s,
what is coming?
I'll say it again.
Okay.
I'll say
Okay.
it again.
We'll come back to that. Go on. Sorry.
The reason why in the 1980s more and more people got into the army was because the First and the Second World War was coming. And at that point, the most important skill that was needed to be had is how to shoot a gun. It's how to survive. It's how to fire a gun, normal gun, shoot it.
Mhm.
And so at that point, people, you will not tell me 80% of the people who lived, of course, they had other professions. There were some who were accountants, all right?
Mhm.
But in addition to your accountancy,
Mm.
you had to learn how to shoot a gun. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. There are some who were medical doctors, and some of the medical doctors went to the war. You will not tell me that the only thing they know is how to took injection and know how to fire a gun. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So the point is that that era was the era where everybody had to learn how to fire a gun through a trigger. But this era is the era of tech. All right. Now, a lot of things has happened between last year and this year. They say the way Web 3.0 and blockchain is even growing is faster than, it's times three of the way
Okay.
the internet was accepted. I don't even understand me. Like during 1988 or thereabout, when the internet started pumping into, the way people accepted the internet,
Yes.
Web 3.0 is just coming in,
Yeah.
blockchain and
Yeah.
all crypto. People are accepting it three times, two to almost three times faster than the way people accepted the internet, given the same population. I don't even understand what I'm saying. So they've not even started. They've not even finished everything they're supposed to be able to do with crypto. Everything is already entering into NFTs, and NFTs is jumping. Everything is climbing up. You know, there are a lot of things that are happening, and if you don't start getting these cues, trust me when I tell you this thing. I'm saying this with all the energy inside my body. If you don't start trying to learn these skills, it will kick you out. Mother Nature will kick you. It's not even the fight. It's not the enemy that will kick you out. It's the system. Mother Nature itself is what will kick you out. We say, okay, you are not fitted anymore. Again, I'm only interested in people who are fitted. Those are the ones I want to survive. That's the truth of what will happen. And so wherever you are right now, even your grandmother, even your great grandmother, if she's still alive, let her start learning the tech thing because it's coming. And woe to you now, and if you're I'm saying woe to you like I'm in trouble. Yes, woe to you if you're
Of course, you're a prophet in your field.
if you are in this age now and you feel like I don't want to learn computing, I don't want to learn programming, you are kicking yourself. This thing Sansu said. Sansu said that the general who plans little
Mm.
before a war is had almost always loses.
Mm.
The general who plans more,
Mm.
who prepares more
Mm.
before a war is had,
Always
almost always wins. Now, how much more that general who did not plan at all?
at all.
That one is like 100% you will lose.
There.
Exactly. Ping pong, you just lose it. That's the truth about it. And so, my advice to all of us out there is that the statement the president made is having a good impact, a bit of a good impact. He made it for whatever reason he made it. I'm not supporting or not supporting. I'm not supporting or not supporting. I think that English is correct somehow. I'm not supporting him. I'm also not supporting him. But so that somebody will not stay out there and stone me. I don't want that. All right. And I also don't want the president to send me in prison. But the truth is, that statement has some positive impact.
Impacts.
Maybe he didn't plan it, but it's having that impact, and we should start tapping into it. That's the truth.
I think with this, I just it is you who is seen from this area, from this perspective. Now it's like when others are seeing impossibilities, You're seeing possibilities.
Of course, I'm seeing possibilities.
Now, even of course, I was taught in entrepreneurship that entrepreneurships entrepreneurs are those who recognize opportunity and solve them. Sorry, they recognize problem and solve them, provide solution to them. Now, the president has come out to like tell us the problem of the country. So it's left for you now to look for solution on how to come out. Just like uh, somebody coming out to tell you, okay, there will be a war in this state so date. So it's left for you now to look for where to escape or prepare yourself against the war. So I understand. I'm trying to, from your point of, you have made me to understand that this thing is actually a positive one. Now it has also created more the disadvantage of this statement. It has also create more fear. And also in the mind of the younger ones that education is not important. Are you concurring to that? Because to some extent, like a certificate 5 years ago is still in the box.
I think my own is with my mother. I don't want to say that education is not important. Reason being that my project supervisor, we just break my head. His name is Dr. Ariku. Education is important, but the era we are in right now, education is not that important. I graduated with a very good degree,
Okay, of course, I know that.
right? But I've not even had to use a certificate for anything. It's the skills I learned on YouTube and my programming strength that has been putting food on my table so far. Now I spend so much time in school trying to read, trying to do a lot of things that I felt would have impact in society, but very little of it
Hmm.
is having impact. It's what you're being paid for. So you can still get your degree because you want to give it to your mother to put in the wall in the
Now,
house.
we can't say education is totally out of place in this era. It's still good, but the most important thing is you know how to strike balance between the two, education and whatever skill you want to learn. Though tech, you want to learn any skill in tech, it will require more time. And education also, I know it demands more time too. But the most important thing that is striking balance between the two. You will not go to school forever. Of course, it's going to be like, yes, 5 6 years, 4 5 6 years, you are done in university. Have your degree, go and put it in the bag. Go and store it there. Or go and show to your parents because them, they are still trusting, they are still relying on education. So what you do is present to them, uncle, dad, mom, I'm done. This is a certificate. Now, in addition, of course, most of us, what we know today, the skills we know today is in educational environment that we learn. So you can't say education is totally out of place. You are getting me?
I get the point now.
Now, it create a platform for us to grow. Now, even though some persons learn out of school environment, most of us, especially in technological era, most of them, most of the startups, check them from campus, connections. They share ideas from school. That's where they grow up from.
Eh,
Now,
The truth about it is, you're very correct. I'm concurring with you right now. Reason being that, take these engineers who, of course, are now working remotely.
mm,
If when that opportunity started coming,
okay,
the people did not know how to speak English,
okay,
how would they have been able to work the work they are doing right now? I don't know if you
I
understand me.
got that point.
So the thing you learn in school, the interactions you learn in school, they are of course important because they help you be able to interact with people
Prepare your head.
and express yourself. All right. But the thing that finally puts food on your table
It's what
is
you know how to do.
exactly, exactly. And that's what curiosity exploring is all about.
Okay.
It's all about saying, okay, this is where we are right now.
Mm.
These are the opportunities we have. Let's see how we can build ourselves to know enough hands-on skills to be able to get to the level where we can start getting remote jobs outside the country. We can start working from here with some of my friends, and we are doing an amazing thing inside the community. You should come in. You see 8-year-olds. Even my mother is in that group, and she's learning a lot.
When I saw that message, I was like, this one. If a woman at this age, how old is she?
She is, I think she's above 70.
Above 70, and is still understanding the importance of technology, importance of programming. As in, when I saw that message last night, I was like, this woman, this one very strong. So I was like, if a woman at that age is still understanding this thing like this, what about these young ones? Eh? In short, some guys will tell you it's not about skill, it's not about skill. Must everybody learn skill? Must everybody? I kept wondering. I must everybody going to tech? Must everybody code? Look at a woman at 70 is talking about coming to learn, and of course, she can do very well in UI UX.
No,
Well,
no,
front end,
I believe she's going
or
to do
even
a very good.
content development, or even giving you ideas
Exactly,
on what
exactly,
to do.
exactly. She is interested in being able to create something out of nothing.
Like what?
Something out of nothing.
Okay.
So she wants to start like everyone else from the very beginning and get a CV for herself online that says, okay, this is my name, this is what I do, this is my face. Not on Facebook now. She wants to build something that looks like Facebook for herself, which is super impressive.
You don't.
I'm telling you, she wants to build it all from scratch for herself. And of course she's going to get my support, which is beautiful.
Wow.
She's going to get the support of everybody inside the community, and she's going to attempt to give everybody her own support as well.
We're going to break record.
Yeah.
She's going to break record.
Yeah.
At her age, she started programming. Or like there's a woman in Crossland State that started programming at the age of 70 and came out with this application.
I tell you.
I look like a Facebook.
I tell you.
What record?
It's going to be an impact anyway.
Actually, there are so many opportunities out there. We are trying to encourage you guys. It's not all about, yes, most of us made a lot of mistakes. This is not where we're supposed to be now. We're supposed to be higher or in a better place than this now. It's because of the mistakes of the past. But we are not dwelling on the mistakes. We have realized our mistake, and we are now learning from the mistakes, trying to improve, trying to grow. So we don't want to run alone. That's why we are trying to carry you guys along. Key in. I promise you, you enjoy it. We realize there are so many openings, just like he said. When he was working, we he was working, the manager or the CEO contacted him and so like we need some developers, like up to 15, 20. And based on the contact and the relationship we had with the CEO, he is going to approve all. As many that he sent to him, he's going to approve all. And now currently we don't have people to send to them. The other guy that was asking about that your friend that is still looking for developers. Even if you can do little things, even if you can, you need people. Even if it's database management, front end, website, what is that thing that you can do? You need people. So, and currently, our youth, want to do Yahoo. They need urgent money. That's our problem. Please stay away from this urgent money of the thing. Look ahead. There's something Pastor Nenche said today in the church. He said, if What if you are only interested in what you feel like doing? You will never reach your destiny. There is a difference between what you feel like doing and what you need to do. Are you getting me? There is a difference between what you feel. I feel like doing this, and I need to do this. You having a job, you need to get up every morning to go to work. That is the need. But in a normal, as call of nature, you will like to sleep. So that is you feel like sleeping and need to go to work. Two different things. Now, if you feel like sleeping, you end up being a poor man. But if you get up to do the needful, you reach your destination, your destiny. So what we are talking about here is there are things you need to do at this your level, not what you feel like doing. If you want to reach your destination, a word is enough for the wise. So please, our program is starting tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? On the 15th. We are going to open the link tomorrow for registration. Join us. Join us. This is the way of giving you Valentine gift, or how do you call it, urgent 2K. So just try and join us. We're very grateful to have you in our community. We are not doing it for any other selfish reason, or we're not politicians. We just want to grow together. So that, like my guy will always say, like three of us like this cannot go to our village and say want to construct all the roads in the community. We don't have to wait for all these politicians to come and do it for us. We can single-handedly do them because of what we are earning. Everybody, when everybody's doing it, like this guy said, Davido, this popular musician, Davido, he said, if you want to stay rich, enrich your cycle. As you are now, if you want to remain a millionaire, what you need to do is to enrich yourself, all the friends that are around you, by engaging them. Okay, I said to you, you do this, or come and learn what I'm doing, so that you're able to do. Just like what Obi Kubana did, that you see so many guys doing his mother's burial, they came and then were spreading money, as in aiming money. So you have to enrich your cycle so that everybody will be carried along. And that's exactly the thing we are trying to do here. So please, key in. We urge you, we are begging you, key in to this dream so that we'll make Nigeria better, a better place. Thank you very much. We are very glad that you watch us to this end. Please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. And don't forget to tell somebody about this ongoing program. God bless you.